I was working with a client on Michigan Avenue years ago. We were setting up for a big semi-annual sale after hours when all of a sudden an altercation started outside the store between a police officer and another person. Their bodies were slamming up against the storefront windows as they battled it out. The store manager immediately called 911 to call for help. On the call, she explained the situation, the location, and gave them her contact information. And then she added, our semi-annual sale will be starting tomorrow. I was so struck by that. We all have a platform, a story, and a message, even if it's not warranted, appreciated, or heard. Welcome. Welcome to Conservative Coffee Hour. I'm Stanley Smith. At Conservative Coffee Hour, we see that everyone has a platform, a story, and a message. Our platform is our thinking self, our brain, and our story is our experience. And our message is sharing our point of view. We've kind of become aware that we're all liberal thinkers with the window dressing of traditional values. No one needs to apologize for that. I recently came across the word obfuscate. Obfuscate means to cover, obscure, or make unclear. In the Kabbalah, which is Hebrew mysticism, they have the concept that sometimes things need to be concealed so then they can be revealed in a context so it can be perceived. But the word obfuscate means the opposite. It means to obscure, interfere, and interrupt proper perception and comprehension. At Conservative Coffee Hour, we've come across recently a series of very odd counter narratives which seem to point to this idea. These narratives include the idea that Republicans are responsible for illegal immigration because they failed to finish the wall. Also, that conservatives want to inhibit the education of children by banning books in schools. Also, that some conservatives believe that Black people actually benefited from slavery, and that conservatives want to deny children access to health care by limiting gender affirming treatments. Last night at the gym, I heard a new narrative I'd never heard before about how we left all the arms in Afghanistan behind because it was too expensive to bring them home, and that all those weapons were disabled before we left. That that sounds really cool, but I've never heard this before, and I'd like to hear more about it. If it's true, I wonder why we haven't heard about it before. But false or misleading narratives are prevalent across the entire political spectrum, liberal and conservative. At this week's Republican primary debate, Ron DeSantis said that more important than January 6, 2020 is January 2025, when we will inaugurate a new president. And Nikki Haley, who said that, she said, can't we just all agree that late term abortion is wrong? Both of these ideas and statements are misleading because they suggest that we're all just voters and that our only role in all of this is to have a vote at election time and a voice at election time only. And that we all need to agree is also a very misleading idea that sounds good, but at the same time, we also intuitively balk at a statement like that, or at least half the people in the country do. It's very political, and it takes us way off topic, the topic of governance. Abiding by the system instead of operating from issue to issue and policy to policy. This shift and drifting away from foundational principles has led to the perception of what many people refer to as the deep state, a system running parallel to our real system. It's a story running parallel to the real story. It's all about politics, and it has nothing to do with governance. And this is one of the worst forms of obfuscating because it speaks directly to the assertion made by Nikki Haley in the debate. Can't we all agree? Can't we all agree to disagree should be the question. That's the real debate. The debate between majority and minority voices so that all can be heard and represented together. we should be able to all agree to that. Yes, there does seem to be a brawl going on outside our window, but inside, we're just trying to get on with our lives and get out our message and be heard. And our message is that we're all liberal thinkers trying to live our lives within the context of traditional values. And that's the best sale going on right now. If you'd like to join us at Conservative Coffee Hour is every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Time on Zoom. I will include my email in the description of this video. I'll be happy to send you an invitation. And I look forward to seeing you very, very soon.